Hi, I'm Jeremy from Junior Boys, and you're watching Live in Limbo.
Hey guys, this is Mehek from Live in Limbo, and I'm here with Jeremy from Junior Boys. How are you doing?
Good. How you doing?
I'm good. Congratulations. You have reached the end of the tour.
Thank you.
Very, very exciting. How does one wrap up a tour?
Usually for us, we wrap up a tour in some kind of city where we're playing to nobody, and then the whole thing fizzles out, and it kind of, we all just kind of sag our heads and walk home. But tonight is better. So we don't usually end in Toronto. We almost always start our tours in Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
But usually we'll just end in some Midwestern city or something. So this is different.
Yeah, it must be kind of a nice way to wrap things up on this tour right after releasing your new record and being able to take it out on a pretty extensive range of dates across Europe and the US and Canada.
Yeah.
Home sweet home.
Yeah.
So are you looking forward to tonight's show?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to tonight's show. I'm looking forward to tomorrow's no show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Finally get some rest in.
Yeah.
That's exciting. Congratulations on the album.
Thanks.
It's phenomenal. Big Black Coat is out now, guys. If you haven't checked it out, make sure you do. Now that you've had a chance to tour it, what was the response like in a live setting?
It's been pretty good. Like, we play a couple songs from the new album, and people seem to like the new songs as much as the old songs. So that's usually a good sign. Yeah, it's been fun. It's been one of our better tours, I would say, ever, if not our best tour.
Mm-hmm. Was there anything about the tour life that you missed over the last few years?
Well, there's a sort of a family group, all of us who play and the guys who are part of our crew and stuff. We all live in different places, so we've all toured with each other for a decade or so. And so when we get all together, it's kind of like going to camp or something, like guys you haven't seen in years or haven't been with for years, and so you get back into that tour mode, and yeah, it's fun.
Did you find it was a pretty natural process getting back into it?
Sure, it's like riding a bike.
Yeah. So coming into Big Black Coat, the new album, what was your headspace after having such a significant gap between your last album and this one?
My headspace was really good, mainly because I'd worked with Jessy Lanza on her album, and that was such a good, positive experience that going forward with the Junior Boys, I sort of took all the good energy from doing that into doing the Junior Boys album, and then me and Jessy started working on her new album at the same time. So it was like working on two different albums at the same time. It was really busy, but really fun. And everything happened really fast. So it was great.
Did you find during that process that you were completely switched off from Junior Boys, or was it kind of, you had a few ideas trickling in over the course of the last little while?
Well, I had a whole bunch of songs that I had done previous to working with Jessy, or at the same time as I was starting to work with Jessy. And I was much more excited about working on Jessy stuff than Junior Boys. And I found that all of that material that I did with Junior Boys, I didn't like very much.
Mm-hmm.
So I ended up throwing out not a whole album, but almost a whole album's worth of material. Just got rid of it and started a fresh new Junior Boys album, which is what the new album became.
Do you anticipate that you'll revisit any of the stuff that was thrown out, or it's
No, I don't.
Chapter now?
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, maybe with these old songs, sometimes you'll have like a tiny little that was a good sound, or that was, I might use those, but I don't think I'm going to release any of those songs. They were not released for a reason.
Fair enough. From what I've kind of gathered about this album, a lot of it was written during the winter and produced during the winter time, and it's sort of based on this concept of loneliness, but it comes out in a very lively way.
Yeah.
Was that sort of, was that the direction you intended to take it in when you were putting the album together?
Not really. I mean, I didn't really have any direction that especially on this album, I wasn't thinking before the fact about what I wanted the album to be about or how I wanted to approach, other than I knew that I wanted to work on a lot of material really fast and not to spend too much time obsessing over particular songs. I just wanted to get them done and then move on to the next song or something like that. So with that spirit, I didn't really think the thing through at all. It wasn't until after the album was done that I sort of was able to like listen to the songs and then notice that they were all kind of about the same thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and then, you know, when it came time to like writing a press release for the album and you have to say something about it, I was like, well, this is what it's about.
Yeah. Sort of subconsciously snuck in there during the whole process, and then when it came to that release, it was like, you know what, there is a common thread here that's pulling it all together.
Exactly.
It's really a wonderful album. My personal favorite track is "And It's Forever."
Oh, okay.
I love that song.
Okay.
Can you walk me through it and how that song came to be?
Yeah, sure. That song, I'm glad you like that one. That song, it's a funny one because it's like filled with all these like I'm really into science fiction. I always have been since I was a kid.
Okay.
And so there's a whole bunch of samples in there from science fiction TV shows.
Okay.
Weird little sounds, and then the title of it is a reference, and It's Forever is a reference to a British science fiction children's show called Sapphire and Steel. And you were talking about this loneliness thing there. It's like this kind of really, really intensely weird last final scene of that show, especially for a children's show.
Yeah.
That I won't ruin by, I guess, telling everybody, but the final word I think the final line of the show is "And It's Forever." And so I don't know why I was drawn to that, and then in terms of, because the song isn't about the show Saffron Still, but that was actually the working title of the album for a while.
Okay.
Yeah. But that song, yeah, was kind of like, it was like a kind of straight up, because we've done, both Matt and myself release just sort of straight dance music from time to time, and that song started as a straight sort of techno track that we developed from one of Matt's ideas into the song that it became.
Amazing. What sci-fi television programs are you into these days?
I don't watch a lot of new ones. I know I've been told to watch Real Humans, which is but like a Swedish show. But I watch mainly older ones.
Okay.
In that song, hopefully I don't get sued. There's a whole bunch of there's some stuff from the show Space 1999, which I used to like a lot.
Cool. Very nice. What do you think you and Matt will be doing from this point now? You've kind of wrapped up this tour. Do you foresee more touring this year?
I definitely do foresee more touring. We're going to tour in the spring and summer. So we're playing in Europe starting mid-June for, I don't know, like a month and a half. And then at the end of the summer, we're playing in a festival in Los Angeles before coming back. And then pretty soon, I assume this is a Canadian.
Yes.
Pretty soon Canadian. We're going to announce a bigger Canadian tour.
Very cool. Yeah. So you guys definitely have that to look forward to. And, since I've got you on the couch right now, I do want to ask, what can you tell us about Jessy Lanza's upcoming album? So we're releasing here in Canada on our label. It's called Oh No. And Jessy and I did the album while I was also working on the Junior Boys album. So it was really fun because I was getting some ideas from working with Jessy for the Junior Boys, and then some of my ideas from Junior Boys was coming into Jessy's album. And we're releasing it on Friday the 13th of May. Ominous.
And it's, I don't know, it's like, I'm really excited because it's, of all the albums I think I've ever worked on, it might be one of my favorites.
Amazing.
If not my favorite.
That's awesome. I know Jesse's already got some really great music out right now, guys, from the new album, Oh No. But you should also be listening to Junior Boys. Make sure you check out Big Black Coat. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us today. Really, really appreciate it.
No problem.
Awesome.